Hello, everyone. Suzanne here today on Thursday, June 6th. Can you believe it? The time goes so fast, right? So, just getting all set up here. Today, I'm going to talk about automation, how it can make you money, automation, and it can free up your time. Think about automation. We use it in everything. When we turn the dishwasher on, when we get in our car and we just turn the key and it just drives, right? It's amazing how much it's affected our lives over the last 100 years, right? So, we I'm going to explain today about I'm going to talk about digital marketing, how so many people today are getting laid off, they're struggling, and even if you have a job, many of us have been made redundant, meaning all of a sudden company's not making money, they've got to close down a department, they're basically going bankrupt. There's lots of companies in Ontario, Canada. There's a lot of teachers that are retired, and they have what they call the Ontario Pension Fund, Ontario Teachers Pension Fund. So as a teacher, your whole career, you put into this fund and part of your paycheck. And then when you retire, you expect to get your pension, which they are getting it. However, there are so many teachers retired, and the fund has to pay all these teachers that are retired. Well, the money invested has to make 9% in order to pay all the teachers. And I read an article a while ago, excuse me, I don't remember exactly who published it, but it was saying at that time it was only making a 2%. Like, is that not crazy? So you worked your whole life as a teacher, you put into the pension fund, and it needs to be 9% to pay, and they're saying they're struggling and it's 2. So what happens, right? We cannot depend on one source of income. I don't care what you do, I don't care what pension you are, I don't care what age, I don't care what you have in your bank account. You should never depend on one income. So, my name is Suzanne, and I'm here today to talk about a plan B. We all need a plan B. And this plan B, you can do it 2 hours a day. You can do it faceless. You can do it, no monthly costs, and it's a one-time fee to learn and earn about digital marketing. The whole world is going digital, so why not we take advantage of that? There's a gentleman in our community, his name's Jimmy, and I just love Jimmy. He's an older guy, and he's very monotone, plain Jane as they come from southern somewhere in the States, and he kinda talks like this, and he's just beautiful, beautiful soul. And when he says, do you ever go to the gas station and you wonder if you got enough money to fill the tank of gas for gas in your car? Well, Jimmy has been having 30,000 US dollars months, like in 1 month making $30,000. But think about it, right? Jimmy's talking to the people just like him, and I'm talking to the people just like me. And it doesn't matter what age you are, where you live in the world. We are global, and we're teaching people how to unleash, get rid of the fear, and learn to make a plan B where they're not strapped to a second job and they're not sacrificing time with their family. So let me get into it. If you're going to do a plan B, or you're going to look at doing a product, and it doesn't matter what you think of doing for extra money, what qualities does it need? Well, number one, you need to have a product. You see that okay? Oh, I'm going to have to get thicker ones. Oh, they're fine point. Sorry about that. So when it's a product, you want it to be digital. My husband and I, we own an excavation company and we love it. It's taken us to here. However, we had 5, 6 months of no work at all, barely. And it's very typical that we slow down in the winter because no one wants to dig a hole in the rain and when there's snow. However, it was one of our slowest winters, and that's the economy. You can't change the economy. We live in a small town around 120,000, and then you narrow it down how many people need the work, and then there's tons of people. One time I checked in the yellow pages, there was 100 people offering excavation services. So let's get back to product. You want a product that's digital, not one that you have to actually go out there and provide the service, or you've got to make this eraser, package it up, ship it, and all that kind of thing, right? You want digital. And we have a product, crazy as it is 100% profit. The company makes $29 when you get the done for you website. I'll get into that. But this particular product is 100%. So when you're learning about digital marketing, that is the hottest, on trend, in demand. It's not a cassette tape. It's not an 8-track tape for those of you my age, 60. Basically, it's on demand. People, they want to know how to help their business online. They want to know how to help their kids online. Everyone's going online for everything they need. So why not you make it part of your plan B? You can earn and learn. And the best part is, what I'm talking about is a 2-hour day, and you can do half an hour here, half an hour there. You can split it up, but it's a 2-hour day teaching people how to do digital marketing, and in a fun, oh my gosh, the community is amazing. 21,000 people already. Okay. So back to the product. You want the product to be digital, and this particular product, you make 100%. Let's talk about that. Over the years, in our family, I've always had jobs like administration, accounting, hospitality. I did real estate, you name it, I've done it, lived all across Canada. However, and I've also done network marketing. And people like me are drawn to network marketing for the dream, right? The dream of having amazing money, maybe $7, $8 of every, or $10 of every order of thousands of people, right? That's the dream that they sell you. And I have been with the same company for 18 years, and I love the product. I helped a girl lose 123 pounds in 6 months. She went on to win awards. There's amazing products in network marketing and amazing people, because it draws people like us that we want more. We want to retire young. We want money in the bank. And our jobs is not doing it, right? And we're trading time for dollars. So that's why we're drawn to it. However, we can get 6% to, say, 25% if you're doing affiliate marketing, where you're selling a digital product, but you're only making 25%. Or if you're doing network marketing, it could be anywhere from 6 to 20, who knows, right? Depends the plan they have. But there's usually a qualification. And the one I'm in, it costs $200 a month to qualify. And you've got to get at least 2 people doing the same in order to be able to even receive money. So, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying it's tough. And the numbers prove it. When you look at any network marketing company, the numbers are like, I don't know, something like 5% do really, really well. And maybe a few more. There's a small percentage that, make a few hundred a month to pay for their product. So we're talking about a product that's digital, 100% profit, and it is amazing. So it's high demand. It's basically teaching people all about going online, learning about all the social media, learning about what the psychology of humans and why they're drawn to digital marketing, right? The whole thing. It's amazing. So number 2 is the main topic today, which is automation. Automation is everywhere, and it's getting more and more with AI. And look, you might love AI, you might hate it, but regardless, it's here to stay, and we can't stop it. Automation is here to stay. Now, if you asked anyone, would you like to wash all your clothes by hand? The answer would be no. Do you shop at Amazon? Most people, they've broken down and they've gone for it, right? They bought something on Amazon. And would you shop at Amazon if you actually had to, if you had to phone someone and say, "Oh, no, it's the green shirt and it's large," and, "Well, no, what do you mean?" Like, no, you wouldn't, right? So the world is going automatic into automation. And if we want to be, I remember James Dines, he wrote the longest financial little newsletter, and he started in the 63 or something like that. And it was an amazing newsletter. I loved it. But he said, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. So why wouldn't you follow the trend? That's where, look at Wayne Gretsky. He doesn't go where the puck's go. He goes where the puck is gonna go, right? So that's what we're teaching. we're thinking if you want to be ahead of the head of the world and do well and be efficient with your time in a 2-hour day, then automation. So we remember how I said it's 100% when you buy one of the courses? Well, there's one more cost. It's a one time for the course you choose and a one-time $29. The company makes the $29. Fabulous, right? So for every new person that comes in to PassivePlanB.com, if they get excited and they want to do this program and learn and earn, then they're going to pay $29 for a done for you website. Let me explain our website. So when you go to PassivePlanB.com, you can actually see the website. It's called a capture page. And when you go there, there's a picture explains, hey, learn how to make 30,000 in 90 days. And believe me, there's tons of people doing it. And even if you made 10,000 in 30 days, because once you start making money and you keep doing your 2 hours, it can continue and continue and continue. So now that particular website, when you go there, you have an opportunity to put your name. You can put any name you like, doesn't matter. And you put your email and you're going to receive a series of emails. And those emails are going to be saying, hey, John, Sally, this is what's happening in the marketplace. This is what's happening in digital marketing. Do you want to take a look at this recent webinar that we just did, or this or that, right? Just on and on and on. So what's happening is throughout that sequence, that automation, because John and Sally, they signed in once, they're going to get a series of emails for about 14 days. So what happens through that series of emails, automated, they're going to decide if they want to buy one of the products or not. That's automation. And while that's happening, you're out playing golf, you're swimming, you're playing with your dog, you're playing soccer, you're running, you're having dinner with friends, whatever it is, but that is automation. And the cool part that we have 4 products. I'll just give you a glimpse: 100, 300, 600, and 900. So when I heard about this, I was blown away because we're struggling in our excavation business. I want to retire. Like I said, I'm 60 and I want to retire like now, right? So, and I want to get the mortgage paid. So I thought, oh my God, this is perfect. I can work around the 2 hours of my day. And if you purchase the 100 digital mastery, it's called Launchpad. Well, you can only sell the 100. If you buy the 300, you can sell the 3 and the 1 and then 100. If you buy the 600, you can sell 3. And if you buy the 900, it's called the Legacy Builder. The Legacy Builder, which, we just love it. Well, the Legacy Builder was launched at the beginning of March. And in 61 days, I haven't got the update, but at the 61st day, it did $6.1 million, just the Legacy Builder program. That is just amazing. So we know that the website's working. We know the automation's working. So are you ready? Are you ready to like check it out and get some emails and take a look? So PassivePlanB.com. That's that. So what happens here? We know that this automation works. And when I went to purchase the 900, so funny, like you can find out about it through a friend. You can find out about it on social media. I actually found out about it from a friend because her friend was making, since January at the time, she was making around 30,000. And then her friend in Calgary was the one that told her, right? And her name's Shira out of Calgary. And she just passed since January, actually November. I think she started in November and she just passed $100,000. And then the friend in Vancouver, she just passed around 50, I think. She's over 50,000 for sure because she was just at 40 something the other day. So crazy numbers, right? So the girl in Calgary tells the girl in Vancouver. She tells the girl in Nanaimo, who's a friend of mine. And so she tells me. And so I take a look at it and I'm like, well, I want the 900. Like I want to sell all 4 and I want to make 900 a day. I'm okay making 600, but to do all the work. Why would I want to do all the work, like the 2 hours a day and not get full benefit? So I want the 900 so I can sell any of the courses. So that's what happened. She, but she didn't really have the money at the beginning. So she bought the 600. And I said, friend, look at, I need you to do something here because I want the 900. And if you don't have it, you can't sell it, right? If you go into a store and they don't have something, you just, what do? You go to the next store. So if I didn't know her, I would have just went online, looked for someone that had the 900 and I would have just bought it, right? So I told her, what did she do? She upgraded right away. She paid the difference. She had the 900 and then I bought it and never looked back since, right? Because it's got everything. And our mentor, she gives us daily inspiration, videos, training on all the social media, on mindset. Mindset is everything. Because let's face it, if it's something you haven't done, you get that stinking thinking and I can't do it. Oh, I'm too old. I got wrinkles on video and all those things that go through your mind that stop you in your tracks. Maybe you have a spouse that's negative about it, or you've got friends. Oh, that's another thing. This is rejection free because you're creating content. You can do it faceless, right? We've got a 72-page PDF on how to go faceless. So this is what's really cool, right? So you don't have to approach your friends and family. You don't have to direct message people on Facebook. You can if you want, but you don't have to. And you can, you're basically making content. And let's just say that your friends and associates are on Facebook. You're like, oh, I don't want to talk to people I know. I don't want them to see what I'm doing. You pick another social platform and you can do what I'm doing. Or you could pick another social platform. You could pick Facebook and go faceless. No one will know. There's a lady in our community. She's high up management in a hospital, and they will not allow her to do anything outside of work. Like, isn't that crazy? You got to pay me lots of money not to be able to do something else to make more money. It's crazy. So what does she do? She started a faceless channel. Basically a faceless program, right? So she's on different social medias and she's got dogs. She loves dogs. And so she's got the dogs and then the information. And what's happening is her income is rising and rising and rising. And lo and behold, she's like close to matching her salary. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a great story when it comes out. So rejection free, don't have to talk to your friends and family, no monthly costs. It's a one-time fee and a one-time fee for the $29 for your website. So that's the automation, right? Putting out the content intrigues people. They go to your website. We show you how to buy a domain at GoDaddy. That's one other cost. It's like 20 bucks. It's so cheap. So, and you're going to get a professional email. And so that's it. And no monthly costs. It's amazing. Oh, Michelle, if you're in the Legacy Builder program, once a week, we have the Legacy Builder mentorship Zoom call where we go in breakout rooms and you can talk to her and ask her questions. And she is phenomenal. So wonderful, wonderful person. And she made, was it 1.7 million in 17 months? So, or made her first million in 17 months. And now she's like probably close to 2 million. It's amazing. And so she is pouring her heart out to us every single day. So the third thing you need is you need to be relatable. Relatable. And when I say relatable, you know, there's 5 billion people in the world that are on the internet, right? There's 5 billion. And that's great. But there's 5 billion, right? So how do you make something so that they want to stop the scroll? How do you make content so they want to stop the scroll? Well, it's got to be relatable. So for example, I may as well talk to people that I can relate to. So I make content that is relatable for those people. So when I'm talking like this or when I'm making posts, I talk about, I make pictures and videos of my dog or soccer or working in the yard or playing guitar. I do content that resonates with the people that will resonate with me. And that way they're like, oh, that's cool. that's something. Hey, what's that? Oh, or I'm an Acadian. I'm from Nova Scotia, and the Acadian settlement is all the way down to Louisiana. So someone might see that Acadian flag and go, "Hey, is she an Acadian? Oh, I'll take a listen." Right? So there's all those things, but you make the content relatable. And another way to make it relatable is debt, right? I don't care how old you are, where you live, color of your skin, whatever. We all have debt. And it could be ugly consumer debt like credit cards, it could be a car payment, it could be a mortgage. In my case, it's a mortgage, right? It's not bad debt, but if we keep doing the way we're doing, I'll be 90 to pay it off. And I'll give them an extra, like a lot of money I don't want to give them, right? So excuse me. So you want to make the content relatable. So when I talk about debt and I talk about having funds for emergency travel, your kids, um, having that freedom, the freedom to tell your boss to bye-bye, bye-bye, right? All those things to give your 2-week notice, right? All those things. So you make the content relatable to the people that will relate to you. And I'm not going to relate to a 20-year-old, right? A 20-year-old's gonna go, what are you gonna tell me, Suzanne?" Right? Maybe, but man, if I knew this when I was 20, oh man, can you imagine 20 years old and figuring this out? You would never, ever have to work for someone again. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. So number 4 is discovery. How do we get discovered, right? Remember I mentioned 5 billion people. How do we get discovered online? Well, we get discovered by social media. We get discovered by creating content. We have putting ads on classified ads. We get discovered by putting ourselves out there. And again, it can be faceless, right? So we show you the plan. We have a step-by-step blueprint plan to make sure that you're going to do it. Do step 1, do step 2. And look, remember I talked about Jimmy. If Jimmy can do it, anybody can do it, right? Okay. So that's how you get discovered. So you want to be consistent. And when you're consistent on the social media platforms, fabulous things happen because, like on this call, we've got people from all over watching. And what's interesting with live is that people could not, people can see you live, but they're not necessarily showing up as I'm taping. So I could be talking to you right now, and I have no idea if you're on the live or not. So I'm consistent. I do it every day, Pacific Standard Time at 8:30. So I have time to get up and get things rolling, and that's a good time for me, right? So getting discovered. And it can be faceless. Don't forget that. Number 5 to me is community and support. Look at we all we all have moments we doubt ourselves. And at anytime you're doing something new, you just, "Oh, can I? Can I? Can I?" But if you could see the people that are that are just smashing it, that are just doing amazing, all walks of life, all places all over the world, all and people that have zero technical skills, maybe can barely turn the computer on, are doing phenomenal. It's not about the skills. We teach you that. It's not hard. We've got free websites where you can edit, you can learn. It's simple, Simon. You start off simple, and maybe once a week you add a new little skill, right? You go at your pace, but believe me, it's amazing what you can do. So, community and support is huge. It's huge, huge, huge. We had 1,000 a year ago. Now we've just passed over 21,000 people. And I can tell you, I have never, ever been in a community so supportive. You put a question, you pick the category, you put a question in the community, boom, within minutes, somebody answers. So because that's there for me as when I started, of course, if I have an answer, if I see a question and I can answer it, I'll answer it. And it's all about all of us contributing. And everyone is so giving and so kind because we look at our fearless leader, Michelle. We're like, how could we not? Right? She's just amazing. And the support. So community and support. I I've been in, like I said, that network marketing company for 18 years. And yeah, there's a 1-800 number you can call. My upline's amazing. The guy that brought me into it, phenomenal person. However, you know, it'd be nice to um, be able to go live with the owner, like, you know, like, be like, yeah, there is tons of support in that company because 18 years they're well established. So there's lots of support, but I have never seen something like this. It is absolutely amazing. So, so there you got it, right? Let's go back. Let's recap. So we've got a product that's digital. You want it to be digital, so it's instantly sold, 100% profit, not 6 to 25. It's right, and it's in high demand, right? Oh my god, that's huge. Number 2, automation. It's key, right? So when people go to Passive Plan B, they go through the series of emails, and I forgot to tell you one thing. For this is our average. Some people are doing a lot better, some people not as good, right? It all depends. And then she gives us all the hints to make it better. But on average, 1 in 20 for 20 people that go into the automation, we call it a funnel, 1 in 20 is buying. So the more people that put their emails in, the more sales you're going to get, right? So that's the way it works. So 1 in 20. And again, so being the automation, so it's a one-time fee, one time you're buying the course of your choice. I really strongly suggest the Legacy Builder and the $29 one-time fee for the website done for you. That's amazing. So no monthly costs, not crypto, not MLM. You want to make your content relatable. You'll get discovered. We show you that for sure. And we show you how to make the content relatable. We show you how to zero in on your ideal client, right? Like I'm looking right now at a younger Suzanne. I'm looking at that Suzanne that's 40 years old. And I'm saying, Suzanne, listen, this is so good for you, right? And community and support like none other. So I want to thank you so much for hearing me today. And if you're at all curious or you want to take a peek, go to PassivePlanB.com or just join if you're already in the funnel. Take care and have a great, wonderful, wonderful day. You deserve it. All the best.